So it is a complex task, and doing it manually by humans looking at the data,
It sounds
it's
like it
very
would take
time
100 million years.
Yeah,
It sounds like
it's
it would
very
just
time
take.
consuming. So we are actually building two additional observatories right now, one in Pennsylvania and one in Nevada. And I was just speaking with a person who is leading a campus in Indiana for STEM education, and they want us to put a Galileo project observatory there as well. And that I see as an amazing opportunity to educate the next generation of scientists. Usually young people do not have prejudice. They are not trapped in those games that senior people are.
Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, share. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support in all the places. Harvard professor Avi Loeb. Like I would always say that he's kind of like the evil scientist of ufology. This is with NewsNation. It's a good 48 minutes. What do we got here? The search for extraterrestrial life. The idea we are alone is the latest likely possibility. The galactic zoo theory. Oumuamua, my favorite. Scientific skepticism regarding UAPs. AI, a game changer for the UAP research. Government secrecy in UAP data. Potential risk of contacting extraterrestrial life. Searching for alien artifacts in space. I think we're not interesting to them. What keeps the evil scientist of ufology, Avi Loeb, up at night? He's been looking for pieces of alien stuff in the ocean where he's figured out that he thinks alien stuff would have landed or, crashed. And when he says stuff, we're talking about probably space debris, maybe pieces of ships, not necessarily like stuff that was sent here on purpose, even though those are options he talks about too. What he has gotten, it sounds like what he's got his hands on in the past, not even really news. I don't think they even really talk about it very much in this episode, besides him just mentioning it, is he's gotten little tiny pieces of metal from the, Pacific Ocean. Little tiny balls, maybe that were sent here with like bacteria in them, or maybe they're just pieces of what would, shear off of a craft that like bounced off the atmosphere, crashed here, or was crashing, or almost crashed. Stuff like that. And he'll mention all of it. I mean, 48 minutes isn't a long watch. And that's when he gets into, the universe is super old compared to humans, or at least us humans and our planet. So a lot of what could have been aliens just might not exist anymore because they've died and their solar systems have exploded. One of the things he talks about later when he's mentioning Oumuamua, galactic zoo, so there's lots of life out there, lots of planets, maybe even whoever created humans, whatever created humans, put humans in a lot of places or put life in a lot of places, or even maybe just in this one place. And it seems like octopuses might be, at least not from Earth. Oumuamua, if maybe it was a ship, an alien ship, But one of the cool things he says in here, like another piece of his theory that I don't think I've really heard him say often before, is it could just be a piece of, like a superstructure that got flung when it was destroyed, when a star imploded or exploded. And he kind of hinted at it back here. We're not alone, and there's all this stuff out there. And he thinks that Oumuamua that thing is not just a rock or a piece of ice. He wants to chase it down, but he wants to chase down other stuff too, or anything. Like, he thinks that the little things that he found in the ocean, a lot of them are not terrestrial, and they could be here for a lot of reasons, but they're definitely not, ours. The regular stuff about the other scientists don't like them. He calls them ugly at some point. But he called them ugly at some point, basically. He made an analogy about, like, if you're not very attractive, that people aren't going to come sit next to you at the party. So you have to go out and recruit people to sit next to you by going on, dating sites and whatnot. You have to expand your exposure. This is a cool section here. Potential risk of contacting extraterrestrial life. He thinks that, basically the pros outweigh the cons. But they do talk about some of that. We're going to show someone that we're here and we have stuff, and they're coming here and kick our ass to take it. But it's kind of too late for the most part, as far as that part goes, I think. Searching for alien artifacts in space. This is kind of a long section. Mentions, all the things that we could be building. We could be building all sorts of, like, really cool space kites that kind of are tethered to our moon and soak up energy from the sun. He goes over a lot of things. I don't think he mentions a ring world exactly, but he does kind of talk about, like, a mega structure that could be orbiting around the sun. Maybe the closer the better, as far as it not needing to be protected and maintained all the time to gather energy. Basically another big solar panel. I mean, for being an evil scientist, what he's worried about is he doesn't want the AI to be in charge of stuff. Like, he wants you to use it to do things, like calculate this or watch this, tell me, but he doesn't want it to be making decisions. Like I said, it's not a long watch. It seems like he's not an evil scientist. He just sounds like one.